Hi folks, it's Todd Dills here with the week's news from Overdrive, the voice of the American trucker. Early last month, you heard about Connecticut's pursuit of a vehicle miles traveled tax for heavy trucks operating there. Last week, the governor finally put his signature on the bills passed in the legislature to levy a fee ranging from 2.5 cents per mile for trucks weighing 26,000 to 28,000 pounds to as much as 17.5 cents per mile for any combination more than 80,000 pounds. As expected, the new law is not proving popular around various trucking corners. In an op-ed for the Connecticut newspaper Greenwich Time, American Trucking Association's president and CEO Chris Spear said the new law will have devastating consequences for businesses and families across Connecticut. Similarly, the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association has taken the new legislation, which would go into effect in 2023, to task. OOIDA noted that out-of-state trucks make for an easy target, and, unfortunately, Connecticut's governor and elected officials have picked up on that. With the 4th coming up this weekend and many businesses closed to normal activity Monday, cargo theft recording firm CargoNet is warning operators, fleets, and others about increased cargo theft activity during the holiday period. The company reviewed theft data between July 1st and July 7 for the previous 5 years. There were a total of 127 theft events reported in the analysis period, or an average of 25 per year. The average stolen shipment was worth almost $150,000. Activity for the Independence Day weekend in 2020 was at its highest since 2016. It increased by 123% over the previous year. TransFlow is launching this month a free version within its popular TransFlow Mobile Plus app. The new light mode therein will give owner-operators and other small business truckers access to no-contact document management and other workflow tasks free of charge. The new mode will also enable the app's functions for scanning, sending, and receiving necessary workflow documents, including electronic bills of lading and proofs of delivery. What exactly is in Eddie Spearman's future? The former owner-operator turns 57 in early August, for one. If everything goes according to plan, he'll also soon be the recipient of a kidney transplant and begin recovery and a hoped-for return to the road. After nearly 6 years away from over-the-road work, he really just wants to get back out there, as he told Overdrive this week. Eddie Spearman's headquartered in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and his daughter, Shakira, reached out to Overdrive about the family's partnership with the National Foundation for Transplants to raise money to help offset Spearman's coming transplant surgery expenses when the time comes. The last driver's seat he occupied was in a mid-2010s Freightliner that he was leasing with the intention to purchase with Mesa Trucking, a family-owned company headquartered in Chicago. His health difficulties haven't stunted his ambition to get right back on the horse afterward, possibly as a team with his son Amir to haul independently. "I want to start my own company with a truck," he said, "and maybe add another one or two." Spearman is number 3 on the transplant wait list with the Chapel Hill, North Carolina Medical Center. He awaits a donor to materialize. Read more about his situation via overdriveonline.com. Search Daughters Helping Dads. There, you'll also find information about Angela Taylor's pursuit of a hit-and-run suspect that authorities were hoping the trucking community could help identify. That suspect put Taylor's father, diesel shop owner Gerald Sapp, in intensive care last week, Tuesday. As of this report, the identity of the suspect remained unknown. Lawmakers ignored a coalition of groups called to the House Rules Committee early this week to jettison a provision to hike carriers' minimum required liability insurance coverage amount from $750,000 to $2 million. The U.S. House of Representatives passed the Invest in America Act with that provision intact, as well as a bevy of other trucking-related initiatives. As also previously reported, the bill, if it becomes law, will establish a grant program specifically for state truck parking projects, requiring 90% of funds to be used for actual parking capacity improvements and not for promoting parking availability information. Initial reactions from trucking groups were at odds, with the American Trucking Associations praising the highway investment aspects of the bill and Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association lambasting the insurance hike. The package's future is uncertain, given its policy proposals run counter to progress made as yet on a Senate version of an infrastructure bill. A bipartisan group there, endorsed by the Biden administration, agreed to a broad outline last week, skipping over details, unlike the House. The House package would also require stronger rear underride guards for trailers and move forward safety impact analysis of the variety of exemptions in place to portions of the hours of service rule. Likewise, the changes implemented in September of last year. It would establish a truck leasing task force to study lease purchase arrangements and reinforce data collection and study around the issue of undue detention at docks, and much more. You can catch a lot more of that detail and stay up to date on how the bills proceed in the coming weeks via overdriveonline.com.